Hello, FlossTube. Welcome back to the Crazy Farm. It's really what I should have called my channel, is the Crazy Farm. Instead, I'm the Slovak Farm. I'm the Slovak Farm because I'm half Slovak. I don't know if I told you guys where my name came from. I'm half Slovak, so I'm the Slovak Farm. It works. It is August 14th. I had to look at the date. Yep, I did. I felt like I was really close to the camera last week when I was editing. I was not feeling it last week. I was not feeling good. I don't know if I picked up a bug, like something funky in my system from the lake, or what. I got sunburned when we were at the lake, and it's peeling. You can't see it, but it's obnoxious. And there's a little girl across the street playing in a kiddie pool. She's like 2, and her kiddie pool is like a little bitty square. It's adorable. So, there's going to be some noise. Hopefully there's no accidents. There was an accident last night in the corner by our house. That's always entertaining. Not really. People just are nuts on the streets out here. So not a whole lot going on this week. Well, I mean, there's stuff going on this week, I guess, but it feels like there's not a whole lot going on this week. It has been a relatively calm couple of days at work. Last week at work, everybody lost their minds while the boss was on vacation. It tends to happen. People are nuts. So, I have my pen in my talk with my pen in my hand. I wrote notes down because I felt really discombobulated last week. Of course, I also wasn't feeling good. I'm also thinking I'm going to try doing this vlog style, starting for next week's video. And see how I like doing it vlog style, because I feel like there are things I want to talk about that I forget. So, if I do it vlog style, when I sit down to film the video, I don't have to remember as much, because my memory is it's gone. My eyes are really bugging me today. I think I have late summer allergies. Whatever late summer would trigger allergies, whatever. Because I always get at the end of summer. So, things to tell you about. Labor Day weekend, Michelle over at Bendy Stitchy is having her sale to benefit her Alzheimer's walk. I will link her channel below. I will link her Instagram below. She's doing a live sale on Labor Day. She'll give you all the details in her videos. She's talked about it like the last, I don't know, a bunch of videos. She's got lots of stuff, patterns, kits. She's got 3 Lady of the Flag patterns. 3. How about that, y'all? And she's not going to sell them for exorbitant prices. She's going to sell them for retail and get some donations for Alzheimer's. And you're going to pay the shipping. But hop over to her channel. Check it out. Even if you don't end up subscribing to her channel, which why wouldn't you? She is amazing. I love her. I want to be her friend. I do. I want to be Michelle Bendy Stitchy's friend. I do. She's awesome. She's funny. But, support her live sale. Because like I said last week, Alzheimer's is something that is, there are lots of worthy causes in this world. This happens to be one that I support. And so I know I'm going to be buying stuff from her. The camera just totally went berserk. I don't know what happened. It didn't want to record. It didn't want to do anything. Really weird. So I'm just going to back up and start with the whole stitch along grouping again. Doing 'Tis the Season. My threads will be here Thursday according to the tracking. So I will share that with you. I'll show you my threads against my fabric. I'm really hoping they look nice against my fabric. I know, they probably will, but I always get a little concerned. It's a legitimate concern of mine. That's how I am. There are like a ton of stitch alongs going on. If you watch enough FlossTube, I think everybody's doing a stitch along. Priscilla and Chelsea are doing Pumpkin Hollow Farm. I don't think that's right. There's Stitch All the Things. Christina over at Stitch All the Things. And I can't remember who else started one on Sunday. There's like all kinds of... I think they start one on Wednesday, which would be... Or no, they start one today because it's Tuesday's... The 14th is Tuesday, which is today. You guys will see this on Wednesday. There's like all kinds of stitch alongs going on, and if you're in Stitch Mania, which you probably are if you're watching this video, there's the Elements stitch along, the Alexandria, the AAN designer stitch along. What else? Wednesday the 15th, when you guys are going to see this, is Work Your Whips Day. Year of Starts, starting a new project on the 18th. That's probably not going to happen in my world. And then the color one on the very end of the month. I don't know. I have a couple that I've said I said I was going to the event on Facebook. Sort of participate. World of Cross Stitch Day. World Cross Stitching. Apparently my mouth doesn't want to work today. World Cross Stitch Day was Friday. I hope you stitched. I stitched. I took my stitching with me to fireworks for the Corn Festival. There's a Corn Festival. Yes, the city I work in has a Corn Festival. We're country people. So I took my World Cross Stitching Day project with me. It was just one of my whips that I was working on. And I stitched while we were waiting for fireworks. Because that's what I do. I know, I'm an odd duck. This isn't going to be a very long video because I don't have much to talk about. I feel like this is going to be a short video this week. One thing we did over the weekend. So, it's story time. It's cross-stitch related story time. I don't have one laying here. You know, I use hoops, I use Q-snaps. I use various size hoops. I use Q-snaps. When I was first starting to learn how to stitch, I got a scroll frame. I didn't quite understand how to use it. Well, when I first started stitching, I stitched in hand. Then I kind of started using hoops. Then I started using Q-snaps. Now it's like, I kind of think a scroll frame would be beneficial. Especially like with my Life's Moments design. There is an inch on the edge for a border. I'm not sure what the top looks like. I'm actually probably going to measure it because I think it's going to be about the same, which kind of frustrates me just a little. So I can't get a hoop on it when I'm working on the edging, and it's a tall piece, so there's a lot of side edge work. So I thought, well, I can put it on my, and I didn't maybe think about just leaving the edge off on the side of the Q-snap, but I really want to try scroll frame, especially because you can roll up the extra fabric. I don't like Q-snap covers. I don't know why, because they're really cute, and they're like fun, decorate your cross stitching like Needleminders things, but I don't like them. I just don't. So I want something I could tuck my fabric away in. So that led us to an adventure. Joe and I had an adventure this weekend. This is not completely done yet. I have to position it right. It's still a little, because like this is supposed to be down. It's still a little tacky even. Like the glue is still a little tacky. We've got some PVC pipe. I want to say this is 1/2 inch and this is 1/4 inch. It doesn't tell me. And he even went as far as to sand off the writing on it, so it's just the white. So I really don't know what size this is. I think this is 1/2 inch though. And he made the sides a little bit thicker. And of course, I like the scroll rods where you can attach the stitching. Here I am pointing to the back side of the fabric like you can see my finger. You can attach the stitching to the fabric. I put some spray adhesive on the fabric to strengthen it, make it not fray. It's still very pliable. This piece I just finished up last night. It's still a little tacky. So this is an 11 by 11. And something I never realized about Q-snaps, call me an idiot if you want, is that their 11 by 11 is outside to outside. This is 11 by 11 inside to inside. It might be a little bit more than 11 by 11, just because Joe was having a little bit of a struggle cutting it. But regardless, we chose to do it this way because, like with my 'Tis the Season stitch along, I can attach it so that I can hold it like this and stitch with it this way. And I don't have, and all it is a bar, like a Q-snap bar, under here. We're going to see how this works. So I have one that's 11 by 11. He also did one 11-ish by, this is bigger than 17. It's supposed to be 11 by 17. This is way bigger than 17. I don't think it's going to matter. I don't think it's going to matter. It shouldn't matter. They're still a little tacky because it's humid. And but when I was trying to figure out how I was going to get, and the most annoying thing about this fabric on this piece, you see how the edge is not straight? I cut it straight. It was not initially cut straight, and I didn't realize until after I cut my pieces that it was not initially cut straight. It probably doesn't matter because you're not going to see much of it, but it annoys me. So it's humid. So the spray adhesive is still a little tacky on this. I know that it will dry fully. It's just going to take a couple of days probably. I mean, it's pretty dry to begin with. I mean, resting my hand on it is a little tacky. But I went with a spray adhesive because I needed something to keep the edges from fraying. And hemming it wasn't going to work. Putting a hem in it wasn't going to work as far as attaching the fabric. I was going to do quilt binding, but that idea wasn't going to work. So this is what I came up with. I sprayed a piece of scrap fabric, saw how it dried. I was like, it's still pliable. It's definitely more solid. So I think that's my best option. All told, I think we spent, and then Joe made himself one. Joe cut himself one. I already put it in the office. Just a little bit of glue on the one side. I gotta get the goo gone. I already put his in his office. His is a little bit wider than, his is wider than this one. I think it's like a 20-inch wide piece in here. But you can stitch on it. But I thought I can stitch on it this way. You can turn it and stitch on it this way. I let them dry a little bit better. They're still a little tacky. That's when you can tell that they're tacky, is when they're sticking to each other. I'll let you know how it works out. Obviously, I'll let you know how it works out. But I'm really hoping it works out well. I think it's going to. I really do. Alright, let's talk about whips. Well, first let me mention these. These are from the Dollar Tree. It's a flap. It closes like that. I'm trying to hold my pattern out of view. You can see it's got all the floss, scissors, Needleminder, highlighter, because I'm a highlight girl. So it seems to be working well. I've got Life's Moments in this. I've got my ornament stuff in it. I don't know why I haven't put my year and chalk pieces actually in one. I'm gonna find the bag that I put them in and put that in there. So, Life's Moments. You can see what it's going to look like when it is complete. And you know how last week I told you I was done with one whole block? I had myself convinced all weekend I was done with this block right here. Convinced I was done with this block. As you can see, I lied to you and myself. I forgot I had to backstitch. I had to backstitch, people. So I've been backstitching. I did not work on this Friday like I thought I was going to, because I didn't want to take it with me, because it is kind of a bigger piece to take. So I will show you what I worked on Friday, if I remember where I put it. Here we are. I thought I was more organized than this. Year and chalk, July, red, white, and barbecue. Now, I didn't get a whole lot done. I finished random thread hanging off the bottom. I finished red. So all I have left to do is BBQ, and it'll be done. I mean, you know, we're hanging outside. We ate. I was stitching. We were talking. That's why I chose to take this, so that I could stitch while I was talking to Joe. Of course, it got dark. Watch my Stitch With Me video on Friday, because there's a really good story from... There's two really good stories from Corn Festival. One of them is really funny. The other one, if you think about it, the second one will be funny. Also worked on this week. This girl. So the stitching is, the cross stitches are all done. I worked on, I got the back stitching on the castle, attaching the flags. I did her bodice, the back stitching. Now there is supposed to be, let's get this so that you guys can see it. I'm probably gonna edit that out, that bumble. Now there's supposed to be French knots in here. Not doing French knots. Thought about getting beads. I just don't want to do either. Honestly, even if I could do French knots, or if it was called for beads, I wouldn't do it. Personal preference right there, I don't think they would look good. I like the way this looks. And then there are these gorgeous, delicate gold flowers in her skirt. Yeah, I had to frog these two last night. I'll tell you, frogging metallic thread is a pain in the booty. And this is all the metallic, this metallic I have left. I have to go on 1, 2, 3 stitch and order some more. It's not going to be enough. I think all I have to finish is the flowers in her skirting, but I know this is not going to be enough. I know it is not going to be enough. So, worked on her. I'll pull her out Wednesday to work on her again. And I was thinking about how I'm going to handle this, how I'm going to do this when 'tis the season starts. Because I'll have her to finish, I'll have Life's Moments to finish, because you know I'm not going to get that done by the end of the month. There's no way. I'm just not that fast of a... I don't still have that much stitching time. And then I'll have 'Tis the Season going, and I'll be like, I want to work on everything. Because my really bad habit with having multiple whips is that I'll put something aside, and then I never come back to it. And I don't want to do that. That's why it's taken me so long with Cinderella. I don't want to do that. So, I just knocked my needle better off, if you heard that. So what I think I'm going to do is work a 2-day rotation. So Sunday will be Santa Sunday. And then Monday, Tuesday we'll do one of them. I'll do one of the 3 whips, 'Tis the Season, or one of these 2. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I'll do a different one. And then Friday, Saturday, it'll probably be, Friday, Saturday will definitely be will probably be this. I'm willing to bet I don't want to carry 'Tis the Season around. The nice thing about the scroll frames that we built over the weekend is that they do disassemble a little bit more readily than most scroll frames I've seen. In theory, we'll see how that works out. But I think that's what my rotation is going to be, because I want to keep doing Santa Sunday, because I want to get ornaments stitched for the Christmas tree. So, that is what I want to do. This is what, see, this is the other, I have my ornament stuff in it. This is probably a better view, because I don't have anything to hide. And this pulls out, and you can attach it to a binder. It's attached, but it pulls out so you can put it in a 3-ring binder, which is kind of cool. I actually think I'm going to go back to Dollar Tree and buy a few more of these. I'm probably not going to have enough for Stitch Mania, but there are definitely going to be some Stitch Mania projects that go in these, if I get some more. Alright, last up is my finishes. And I realized last week that I totally forgot to add the video and the pictures from Lake House Adventure and Fest. I'm totally going to add those. I'll add those this week. So last up, Santa Sunday. Hashtag Santa Sunday. I gotta find it. I did an ornament out of the Just Cross Stitch. I did another one out of Just Cross Stitch, the 2013 Just Cross Stitch Christmas ornament one. As you can see, I have a bunch flagged that I want to stitch. I'll probably just stitch all of these up before I move to the next magazine or book or whatever. But I stitched up this one here in the corner. Merry Christmas. It says Merry Christmas. It is by My Big Toe Designs. And it was 3 called for colors. I didn't use any of them. I did my own thing. I used 2 colors. I used Fiberlicious's Christmas, what is this? Christmas Wishes. I really like this. I really like coloration in this. I've got another ornament that's 1 solid color. I think I'm actually going to use this because I didn't use a lot of the thread in this. And then I used Enchanted, it's called Enchanted Woods. Very pretty with some purples and some browns. And I did it on blue fabric. I threw the threads onto the fabric before I stitched. And I thought about it. And I thought, okay, they're going to look alright. And I stitched. And it looked really good. Save you watched me look for something. So I threw the floss on the fabric and thought it looked really good. I started stitching and thought it looked really good. I got to the words and wasn't really sure. I do like it. I really do like it. Suppose I can move Mickey so you can see the whole thing. So this, the corners, this, the bottom, and the words, and these sides were all one color. And then you had these little swirl things up here and here and here that were 2 other colors. What I did was I did the corners, everything that was the main color I did in the Christmas Wishes. Then the 2 smaller bits of color I did in Enchanted Woods. I think it turned out really pretty. I think it looks really cool. I don't care if anybody else likes it. And I totally pulled a Chelsea and didn't cut it off my piece of fabric. Real Housewives of Cross Stitch Chelsea trick right there. I will definitely, this is a 14 count Lincoln cloth from Silk Weavers. It is called Jack Frost, dyed in Jack Frost. It's a Silk Weavers Lincoln cloth. I googled Lincoln cloth. You know what you get when you Google Lincoln cloth? You get a clothing company. I have no idea what makes Lincoln cloth Lincoln cloth. I never used to pay attention to that sort of thing before I started doing FlossTube. So if you know, let me know. Actually, if you do know, please tell me, because I kind of want to know. I'm curious. Kind of curious. So I already have next week's ornament picked out that I'm going to stitch. Hide the pattern. It's this. It's called Scandinavian Tree. It's by Scandinavian Stitches. And it's actually 3 shades of red in there. You stitch the outside and leave the inside white. I think I'm going to do it in that Christmas Wishes on like a brownish or tan fabric. So that's it. Like I said, kind of short video this week. I feel like I really didn't have a whole lot to talk about, but I gotta chill out on buying stuff. I do. And I'm gonna try, I said at the beginning, I'm gonna try vlog style for the coming week. Just to see how I like doing that better, because I was really frustrated last week with editing, and it took me forever to edit. And that I can film the clip, plop it on my editing software, do what I gotta do to edit, and then my software will save it my software will save it, and then once I get all of my clips edited in, it'll save a full video for me to post. We'll see how that goes, and you guys will tell me how you like it. So, and if you know what Lincoln cloth is, let me know, because I would like to know. I really would. That's it for this week. I had something else. See, this is the other reason I want to do vlog style. I'm sitting here going, I had something else to say. I don't remember what. So tomorrow when I do my first vlog, I'll tell you. This is what I forgot to tell you. Alright guys, take care. Have a great week. Be kind to one another and stitch. Lots and lots of stitch. This is Seneca Lake. This is the view from my aunt's porch. Like, seriously? Can I just, like, stay here forever? I think she'd let me. I don't. But it's awesome.
When we went on vacation to Aruba, we met this bartender. We started talking to him. And so we just, like, our drinks would be maybe like $6 a piece because it's Aruba. But we would tip him like double it.
Probably not a great place to
he's like, all right, like,
filming because we're talking about
specific
liquor.
guests. He's like, you guys want doubles?
But
Like, yeah.
life.
So he started like, and it
Good
probably took
times.
me like